So Super Pack 4 was a super pack that came out this week, and this one actually comes with a couple interesting cards that I actually never really looked a lot into, so let's go ahead and discuss it. The first card I want to talk about is Arcana Force 21st Century, I guess, 21st, the World. And this card has a very interesting effect. I actually never read into this card, that you flip a coin, and if you get heads, you sacrifice 2 of your monsters, and your opponent has to skip their whole next turn. But if you get tails, then your opponent gets to, on their draw phase, they get to put the top card of their graveyard into their hand. So either the opponent gets a simple +1, or the opponent gets to skip the whole turn, but at a price of 2 of your monsters. So it's pretty risky. And I mean, being a level 8 and such, you gotta sacrifice 2 monsters to summon it. I mean, it's a light. I mean, I don't know. It's an iffy card. I mean, if you had one of those decks that's just weird, if you're one of those people that are really lucky, like Joey Wheeler in the first on the Yugioh dual monsters, what do you call it, the first arc of Yugioh, then yeah, you should probably use this card. Next we got Caius and Shadow Monarch. We've recently discussed the last or the Structure Deck 3 that actually came with a copy of this card. And I think another pack previously that also comes with a copy of this card, so you guys should have about 3 copies of it. Why not? Remove some monster or spell, any card on the field when a moment is summoned, and if it's a dark monster, your opponent loses 1,000 life. Next we got Fossil Dyna. I do not know exactly how to say that, but when it gets flipped up, it kills all special summon monsters on the field, and while it remains face up on the field, neither you or your opponent can special summon. Next we got Gores, the Emissary of Darkness, nothing new here, good card, it's limited to 1. Next we got Kuras, the Light Monarch, the only monarch that is actually useful around, there's 2 monarchs, I believe there's a Dark Monarch that also has an effect that can be special summoned and that still activates. But Kuras is a good one. You can kill up to 2 cards on the field, and the owner of those cards draw up to 1 card for every card that was destroyed. So if you destroy 2 of the opponent's cards, they draw 2. If you destroy only 1 of them, then they only draw 1. You can destroy your own and draw your cards yourself. But the turn you use this card's effect and you summon it, then you can attack a turn with it. We got Thunder King Rai-Oh. Already got 3 copies of this card. Neither player can add cards from their deck to your hand, and you can sacrifice it to negate the special summon. Next we got Treeborn Frog, limited to 1. You also got Toolatin. If you control 2 monsters at the start of your opponent's battle phase, an ultimate restore the battle sent to the graveyard, you can special summon this card from your hand during the battle phase. If you do so, choose and attribute and destroy all monsters with that attribute. Your opponent cannot normal summon special summons with that attribute. Alright, so I mean, it's interesting, but like the first card, it's risky. Next we got Card Destruction, Emergency Teleport for Treeborns. We also have Future Visions. And when a monster is normal summoned, remove from play that monster during the next turn by face controller who summoned that monster, return it to the field and attack position. It's okay. Mind Control, I always use 2 copies of this card, never 3, it's too risky. Soul Exchange, always use 2 copies of this card in any deck that has a lot of high level tributes or a lot of monarchs, because you can sacrifice the opponent's monster and still gain the effect, so you get a +1. We got Bottom Strap Holes, you have all 3 copies of this card. We have another copy of Metal Reflex Slime. I believe either card pack 2 and 5 actually came with a copy of this card, and this card is good. You can use 3 copies of it, and it gives you a 3,000 defense wall monster that you can sacrifice for your tributes. We also got a Mirror Force, limited to 1. We got a Magical Android, it's a 2400 at level attack monster that is a level 5 synchro, so it's one of those level 5 that you can actually use. It's kind of useful, and you gain life points at the end of the turn for each psychic monster you got on the field. We got Dr. Fighter. Dr. Fighter is limited to 1. Sacrifice monsters and inflict damage to the opponent. Times that monster's effect multiples by 200. Next we got Ultimate Ancient Gear Golem. Now I'm not even going to talk about this card. Ancient Gear Golem plus 2 Ancient Gear monsters, as if Ancient Gear monsters are so easy to bring out. Sometimes. And then we got 5-Headed Dragon. Now this is a good card if you're making a dragon deck, best run like Jack Atlas, and if you already got the Future Fusion, you already got a Dragon's Mirror, and you already got a pretty good built dragon deck, then this is probably the card you want to use, and it's probably the pack you should get, because I mean, without discarding your extra deck, and you can activate Future Fusion to dump all the Blue Eyes, the Red Eyes, Darkness Dragon, and all those things. So I mean, the pack overall is okay. I think it's okay. I mean, I like the 3rd copy that I got of Thunder King Rai-Oh. I like the Fossil Dyna. I like the Emergency Teleport. I like the Extra Metal Reflex Slime, another Soul Exchange. Another Caius, even though I already had 3. Another Treeborn Frog, even though it's limited to 1. So I mean, a lot of these cards already had them. About half of them already had them. I have to max out on the amount of copies I already had for them. So I mean, for me, it wasn't really worth it. But I mean, it's up to you. So anyways, leave me your comments below. Let me know what you guys think about this pack. And I'll catch you guys later.